fam? What's going on? Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. I appreciate you guys being here. Hit the thumbs up. Roll Tide. We are on a commitment watch, 2 p.m. for Jackson, Lloyd, Coach Kalen DeBoer. He's cooking. We got him. He has a chef's hat. Do you guys see that? He has the chef's hat on. What's going on? Jackson Lloyd is committing at 2 p.m. We will carry the information right here on Bama Football on YouTube. And remember, when you're out there, support the prospects on Instagram, on Twitter, everywhere that these players are at social media-wise. So definitely give them the support that they deserve. Max Tooney, man, I know the good news has to be coming. Look, Kalen DeBoer absolutely cooking, and I wanted to highlight on that. We'll talk a little bit recruiting. And look, I'll take your calls. If you guys want to call in before this announcement, I'll take your calls. So the call-in number is 205-850-1994. Kyle Anderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Vanna, what's up, man? I appreciate you. Mrs. Vanna, I appreciate you being inside the comment box. Todd, what's going on? Don, I appreciate you guys. Let me know where you guys are watching from. And at 2 p.m. Central Time, we have Jackson Lloyd, who will make his announcement. I think everybody out there knows that he is certainly trending towards the Alabama Crimson Tide, which would be amazing. I mean, you look at the prospects that Alabama has continued to land over the last couple of, I guess, days, weeks. This June has been icy cold. You look at what Courtney Morgan has said. He's a 4-star, and we'll talk about Jackson Lloyd, and we'll preview the commitment. AJ, what's up? We appreciate you. Jeff coming to us from Pell City. We appreciate you as well. He's a 4-star. He's actually the number 6 overall offensive lineman in the class of 2025. So you added Michael Carroll, who is a baller, right? Mal Waldrop. And the best thing about Mal Waldrop is the fact that he's right out of Auburn's backyard. Right. And I started thinking, too, JS Webbs, I appreciate you checking in from New York City, man. Thank you. That's what's up. I appreciate you. Love the Big Apple. Watching from I-10 in Mobile. That's what's up, Todd. I appreciate the support. But what's amazing is like this whole cold summer deal, right? Because you have Hugh Freeze, who's the head football coach at Auburn, and it's freeze, and Alabama's having this cold summer. So I don't know if it's like a slight towards them, but whatever the case is, Courtney Morgan, has been killing it on social media. By the way, go follow him on social media on his Twitter handle. He's got some really good stuff, and he was talking earlier about a couple items in terms of how can you kind of knock off a team that's never been knocked off before, and kind of referring to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Again, if you want to chime in and call in today, call-in line is open at 205-850-1994. My name is Kyle Henderson and Bama Football on YouTube, and I appreciate you guys being here. Jackson Lloyd will be committing today at 2 p.m., and this would be a monster edition for the Alabama Crimson Tide, as I mentioned, for several different reasons. I think when you look to a player of this caliber, a couple of things stand out to me, and one is the fact that he's from California, and I like the fact that Coach is keeping a connection to California. Give a thumbs up on this video. I appreciate you guys, and as you can see, we got the chef's hat on Coach Kalen DeBoer as well. I think we were able to kind of share this graphic right here, and this was from let me see if I can get it lined up a little bit better. Courtney Morgan posted this today, all right, and he said, how are you going to turn a top, that was it, how are you going to turn a top dog to an underdog? And I was thinking about this, and I was like, man, he's absolutely right. Look, you have to follow Courtney Morgan on social media. Courtney Morgan is a general manager at the University of Alabama, and what he's been able to do, I think from a player development standpoint, is impressive in terms of and I mean development in terms of retaining this roster, because that was his job. He had to retain the roster, and now he is out there working the recruiting process to get these players to come over, right? As a general manager does. This was a chess move by Coach Kalen DeBoer. So in case you missed it, he said, how are they going to turn a top dog to an underdog? I love that. And absolutely killing it on the recruiting trail. There were some other items that I saw on Twitter that I kind of wanted to run through. This is from, this is Bone, my buddy Bone, Andrew Bone, On3, sent this out. Luke Metz and Duke Johnson throwing leg up during 7-on-7 camp in Georgia. And this is interesting. This particular tweet to me stands out because Luke Metz was just at Georgia, right? He's a Georgia guy. And what he was saying is after that visit to Georgia, and you saw him posted up with Kirby Smart and his mom, he said that he's all Alabama still, right? That says a lot. It says a lot because, look, no one's going to deny that Kirby Smart has something cooking in Georgia. But when you have a Georgia prospect that wants to come be a part of Alabama, it says something, because he understands what's going on. He understands that the brand isn't going anywhere. The team isn't going anywhere. Hit the thumbs up at 2 p.m. We have a commitment watch for Jackson Lloyd. Let me ask you, and I see you once again in there, Vanna, and JG, what's up? I appreciate you. Don coming to us from Dothan, Alabama. Let me ask you straight up. Type Y if you think that Jackson Lloyd is going to commit to Alabama at 2 p.m. Just type Y. All right, just type Y inside the comment box. All right, and you guys wanted me horizontal. This is what I call horizontal. I was coming to you guys vertical. You guys were like, throw it back to a horizontal. I'll be here. I listen to the comment box. And I see, do you see this graphic I cooked up on the right? That's Kalen DeBoer, and I put a chef's hat on him. Look at the prospects that he's been able to bring in as of late. And I didn't even add London Simmons. I didn't add Alex Osbroff, the punter, right? Those are additions as well. Matthew Newton, you're in enemy lines. Man, be safe, bro. Be safe, brah. Man, you gotta be safe. And where's David from Louisiana been? David, come back, right? I always used to love from David who was from behind enemy lines. All right, so this is the kind of the preview leading up to the announcement of Kyle coming at you widescreen. I know you guys wanted widescreen. I listened to you guys inside the comment box. There's a bunch of Ys. Okay, so you out there, you're like, this isn't no surprise that Alabama has been trending towards Jackson Lloyd. Jackson Lloyd, from what I understand, is one of the most athletic offensive linemen that there is in the country. Okay, like that's true. I mean, he absolutely is true. Got some other another item that I wanted to show you from the internet. This is on Keelan Russell. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Does this work if I zoom in? Oh yeah, it does. That's nice. Keelan Russell doing work. This video circulating on Twitter right now. I think it was Courtney Morgan who even retweeted this. Look, man, this dude throws a nice ball. Okay, stepping up, and he's got good size, right? He's 6'3". He has a really good arm, and he is actually going out to the Elite 11 camp to compete against other quarterbacks and to also get coached up. I know Brian Stump, the organizer of the Elite 11. He used to be my boss when I lived out in Los Angeles. And, man, that guy seriously did so much for me and for my career. And to see kind of where the Elite 11 is at this day and age, and look at all the quarterbacks, really pretty much every quarterback in the league has run through the Elite 11 at some point in time. It's amazing to see. And Keelan Russell will get that opportunity as well to be able to get posted up with the Elite 11. And they also have college counselors come in. So, man, I am so excited about Keelan Russell coming in. I really am. I think anytime you get your quarterback, I think that kind of sets the tone for the recruiting class. And look, ever since he committed, before he committed, you didn't have an offensive lineman. Okay? You didn't. You didn't have an offensive lineman commit in the class of 2025. Those are facts. Once he committed, you get Michael Carroll, and then you got Mal Waldrip, and today, hopefully, you get Jackson Lloyd. So I like that too. I like the height. I like the 6'3". Let me ask you this. Usually I always like to kind of refer to the undefeated. You guys are the undefeated inside the comment box. Over the past, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years, who was the tallest quarterback that Alabama had? Tallest quarterback. Was Bryce Young the shortest? Who was the tallest quarterback, right? Seemed to get like 6'2". I would say Jalen Murray was like 6'2", 6'3". He's close to it. Mac Jones, probably 6'2". Jalen Hurts 6'2", Tua 6'1", 6 foot. Bryce 5'10". Who was the tallest quarterback? I'm trying to think about that. Huh. Interesting. All right. So if you were just checking in, get comfy. Got 15 minutes. 15 minutes out. Because we are on a commitment watch. Jackson Lloyd. All right. So Jackson Lloyd is a 4-star that recently visited Alabama. He is 6'6", close to 300 pounds, and he is absolutely athletic. Oh, that's it. Austin Mack is the tallest like ever. Thank you. How could that slip my mind, right? He's the tallest quarterback, period. Because, man, I didn't know that Coker was 6'6". That's crazy. Austin Mack is like, I heard he's closer to 6'8", okay? All right. Jefferson with 13 minutes out. I heard that he's closer to 6'8". I had someone also at a camp here at Alabama who said he was next to him and he was like 6. He was a monster. You're right. Remember that photo kind of before during the springtime where it shows Austin Mack? Man, you're right. He is the tallest quarterback, 100%. How could I miss that? He is the tallest guy. But Jake Coker, I didn't think he was 6'6". Man, beast. So what we like about Jackson Lloyd is his athleticism. Okay, and you're like, how can an offensive tackle be athletic? Well, I mean, they usually are. You kind of look, I mean, think about how athletic Evan Neal was. I mean, he was probably my favorite offensive tackle, honestly, to be out here. And he played guard his initial year. So Michael Carroll comes over. He's from California, right? And Coach Kalen DeBoer, having strong ties to California, comes in. And, from the jump, it looked like it was going to be Alabama. And coming over here to Tuscaloosa, I think he's able to understand what Alabama has cooking, going on, wants to be a part of something bigger than himself. And Coach Kapilovic, and I think even Courtney Morgan said this as well, that Alabama is looking for athletic offensive linemen. And I think, why not? I mean, there was one particular play. Actually, I think I have highlights. This is the highlights of Jackson Lloyd right here. You looked at how he was. Yeah, I understand that Austin Mack hasn't even played, but I'm just saying, like, he is the tallest quarterback. But in terms of starters, yeah, I guess Coker would be the guy. So so we're watching highlights of Jackson Lloyd, who's announcing here in about 10 minutes. As soon as he commits, we will bring that to you right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Man, I love it. Out on the outside, you got Mal Waldrop, look at this. This guy is an absolutely tank. He's pancaking everybody. And there's this clip coming up. Those other guys, they went to start their own channel. They're all focusing on their own channel, and we love them, and we wish them the best. And that's it. So what we have here, this is my favorite play, I think, coming out. So you have an offensive tackle. He's going to catch a pass here pretty soon and go from the outside. He looks like he's going to throw it, and then he takes it up the field. Yeah, it's a pretty amazing play from an athletic standpoint, right? So these are the type of linemen that are coming in for I think this is it. Watch this play. Watch this play right here. Okay, so on the outside, peels back, catches the pass, right? He's going to throw the ball, fakes the throw, and he's going to run up for what? Let's give him, I don't know, 10, 11 yards. So, yeah, that is an offensive lineman that is absolutely a monster. Look at him. He's pushing this poor high school kid to the stands, to the bleachers. He will be announcing here in 10 minutes. We are waiting on an announcement from Jackson Lloyd, 4-star out of California, will be the 3rd offensive lineman to commit to the Alabama Crimson Tide. All right. I'm also hearing some good things about Ty Haywood. We'll talk about him as well. Ty Haywood is a 5-star, right? Do you see that, Max? He's literally driving guys across the field. He's having pancakes. He's putting guys literally in the bleachers. Ty Haywood, he's another 5-star. And I want you to keep tabs on Ty Haywood, okay? He's a 5-star, and things were kind of going towards the fact that he could be trending Oklahoma. Well, he then canceled his trip to Oklahoma, okay? And this weekend he's going to Florida State and going to give Mike Norvell, and I'm sure they'll give him the red carpet treatment. He's a 5-star. Got to get the Gatorade real quick. I've been rocking with this green Gatorade. I got like one of those variety packs from Sam's Club. It's not bad. These are the 0 sugars. Yeah, the thing is, because he works for Bleacher Report, so he goes like to different places. He doesn't like have like one alliance. But Ty Haywood will be at Florida State. And I think that this is going to be interesting to track. Look, Coach Kalen DeBoer has done a really good job in the Lone Star State. You get Keelan Russell, and I think with Khalil Lockett being here this week, he was a 5-star wide receiver. And then you also have Caleb Edwards, who is also a 5-star tight end. These are the guys that are here. And I know you're getting impatient, 100%. because of the fact that you want these 5 stars to come. And I'd appreciate you guys if inside the comment box, if you guys can just keep it on, like, inside the comment box, if you guys can keep it on the topics that we're talking about, right? So, like, we're talking about the preview of Jackson Lloyd, so I'd appreciate it if we stay on task on that. I'd appreciate it. Those other guys have their own channels. You can go follow them on their own channels. We wish them the best. We love those guys, and we're moving forward with that. Cool? So just keep it on task, and I'd appreciate that. Thank you so much. But when we look to how he's done in Texas, he's done a really good job. I think he's going to continue to facilitate the state of Texas really well. Same thing with California. I brought this up many times. You know, Alabama's still in play for a couple guys out of Florida. Ivan Taylor, Ty Jackson. Those are 2 prospects out of the state of Florida that I think you would love to land. Coach Saban always had a strong pipeline to Florida. And I think, you know, it's kind of only in time that you will get a prospect from Florida to commit to Alabama at some point in time. I don't know who it would be, but I do like the setup of kind of a dream scenario where you have Chuck McDonald, Dejon Lee, Naheem Oford, right, talking secondary here, Ivan Taylor, Duke Johnson, all those guys in the secondary, kind of that next wave of the secondary for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Can you imagine that? Yeah, the call-in show is open, yeah. So if you want to call and chat with me, 205. Anytime you see this banner on the bottom, see where it says like highlighted in yellow, you can hit me up, 205-850-1994. Please be respectful when you call in, and be mindful of that other people might be you know, in line as well, trying to get into the call line. So again, in 6 minutes now, we will figure out where Jackson Lloyd will be committing, other guys who will be on, and this is a really big weekend, okay? So Alabama has a lot of momentum. Coach Kalen DeBoer absolutely cooking. Other guys coming in this weekend, you have Micah DeBose. It looks like that could be between LSU and Alabama. He's out of LA. We like to call that Mobile, that surrounding area. Travis Smith, he'll be in. That could be between Alabama and Georgia. He's a wide receiver. Caleb Cunningham. You also have 4-star Derek Meadows coming in from Bishop Gorman out in Los Angeles. Kalik Lockett and Caleb Edwards, as I mentioned, already here this week. And who else we got? We got Dejon Lee, and that's probably the biggest one that's coming in. I think him and Ty Jackson in terms of the defensive side of the ball. So if you're just getting here, we are waiting for Jackson Lloyd to announce his commitment. And we appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, Shane. No doubt, man. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And, you know, for me, all I can control is, like, my channel and myself and the output that I have here. So that's what we're doing, you know. Every single day we keep it, like, on the topics and we focus. And kind of I've added, like, some new layers and some new, like, dress-ups on my show because I'm responsible for my own show. I do all the editing, all the producing is in here. And you know, it's I spent the last, you know, couple hours kind of building this. So the super chats go a long way. This is what I do. Chubb, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I'm waiting for the official announcement. Usually I wait. This is kind of how I do it because like the prospect himself usually goes through like Hayes Fawcett, and then he releases the info on Twitter. Because the one thing that you don't want to do is say he committed and like steal the kids like limelight. So just kind of doing a preview leading up to it. But I think in every single recruiting case is different. Like some guys just commit out of thin air, right? And I think it probably even catches like Hayes, maybe not him because he's always in the know, but it kind of catches you off balance a little bit. But in this particular case, you feel comfortable coming in and you know, loading up on kind of the pre-content that you have because you already, you know, you have a really good indication. Plus, if you follow your recruiting sites, like, man, like Steve Whitfong for On3 or Bone or John, you know who's really good is John Garcia. He's doing a great job as well over at Rivals. 24/7, you know, they're doing their thing as well. So many guys to kind of go over and just kind of waiting for you know, that official announcement to come in. I haven't seen it. I have like all the notifications. So when you see Hayes tweeted out, that's when we'll like turn it into he committed. So we have a couple more minutes to go. And I'll go to his Instagram channel as well. I don't know if he's going to post on his Instagram channel in terms of like his live stream, his account. And if he is, like, go follow him for sure. Like, and remember to follow these guys on their social media channels, because they need to build up their social media channels so they can get, NIL deals or whatever the case is. This is his social media channel right here. This is Jackson Lloyd. So he is Jackson Lloyd _12 if you want to follow him on Instagram. As you can see, there's no really basically, if he was going live, the top left would be live, and then we could bring that in. But this is just kind of his social page so far. Has Ohio State, has Alabama, so this is his Instagram page. So as soon as he goes live, he'll post another picture. Caleb, man, you know what? That's not true at all. So thanks for coming in. We appreciate you, bro. You've been a good, long time follower. So, but we're moving forward. And as we said, man, we're focusing on the topics at hand. So we appreciate you, and we've already kind of set our business, and we're going forward. So just a few minutes. We have 2 minutes until Jackson Lloyd announces his commitment to the Alabama Crimson Tide. We appreciate you guys being here. We focus on the content. We focus on Alabama football, and we have tunnel vision right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Sorry, guys. I had to do some house cleaning real quick. Appreciate you guys being here once again, and we have 2 minutes until we have a commitment announcement from Jackson Lloyd right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Vanna, what's up? We appreciate you being here. Jarvis, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And all the supporters right here, 105,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Matthew, I appreciate you. And thank you for calling. Ronald, what's going on? Brandon, what's going on? And, this is a good day. This is, it's good to see where Alabama was, because I think when you look back at this entire year, like, there was so much anxiety in terms of where what was going to happen, right? Thank you. And I appreciate all the support, 100%. Yeah, we appreciate you. Okay, there we go. We have it, all right? So the official announcement has been in, and it is in. Jackson Lloyd has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Right here, you see it happening right here. And let's get Hayes right here. Dude does a killer job. I don't even know if this guy is like 21 yet, but breaking news, as Jackson Lloyd has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. While I get things loaded up on this side, can you guys post Roll Tide inside the comment box if you are excited about this commitment? I'm telling you right now, this is a huge pickup for Coach Kalen DeBoer and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Huge pickup, and On3 confirms it, and this is a big pickup for Coach Kalen DeBoer, as Jackson Lloyd has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Give a Roll Tide inside the comment box. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Breaking news, as Jackson Lloyd has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. 2 seconds, I'll be right back. All right, you have it, as Jackson Lloyd has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Here are his highlights. You're going to love his highlights. Let me know what you think about his highlights. The guy's an absolute mauler. 6'6", 280 pounds. And he is, man, and seriously, watch what this guy does to opposing defensive tackles, people on the defensive side of the ball. It is crazy. Courtney Morgan, huge role in this. Coach Kapilovic, all these guys doing an amazing job as Alabama has landed a big one today in Jackson Lloyd. This is the third pickup for the Crimson Tide so far on the offensive line. And this is following your quarterback commitment, right? So you had, who came in, Keelan Russell, big-time quarterback out of Texas, and then following that, Michael Carroll. I feel, and this is just my personal opinion, that Michael Carroll will probably be, if Ty Haywood doesn't commit to Alabama, I would assume that Michael Carroll is the highest-rated guy when all the dust is settled. But look at this play right here. He goes back. I've talked about this play 100 times. He catches a pass. He was going to throw it downfield, takes it upfield, right? Like, these guys are super athletic. Someone said that he has basketball highlights. I haven't seen his basketball highlights just yet. And you're right, Max, I love what you just said. He plays the whistle. Watch this play right here. He's spotlighted, grabs this guy who's like 170 pounds. My goodness, if you're the parent of this kid, well, he's gonna put you in the stands with him. Look at him. Plays to the whistle. Jarvis is saying, rich kid just got richer. And so, big pickup today. Watch this one. Watch this. He's a mauler. Absolutely mauler. You have him, Michael Carroll, Mal Waltrip. Man, and Todd is saying that you're getting Haywood. That would be crazy. It would be crazy if he is the first 5-star to make an announcement. I don't know when he's committing. Oh, God. This dude's a beast. Oh, man. What a huge commitment. And Mike G is saying the dynasty continues. All right. So I want to hear from you. And the commitment watch is in. So we'll go ahead and hide that. So Jackson Lloyd in. London Simmons, he committed on Sunday. He's a consensus 4-star. Michael Carroll also in a couple days ago. Chuck McDonald also in. It's amazing to see how Alabama has certainly been rolling. I want to look right quick at the commitment list. And the way that I follow, I like to go to really all the sites, but I like to go to On3. It just like the interface just makes a little bit more sense to me. So let's look at who Alabama has coming in right now. And these are the guys who are committed at this point in time to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Daryl Duke Johnson, who's a 4-star. And one of the things is I'm going to mention where the guys are from in terms of the states. And JG just said that Alabama is now number 4 in the On3 recruiting rankings. But I'm going to say where these guys are from for a particular reason, because I think it's important to understand the landscape of where these guys are regionally in terms of the commitments, okay? So you got Daryl Johnson, boom, out of Georgia, all right? And you just saw a photo of him with Luke Metz. Derek Smith, okay? Boom, he's in from Selma, Alabama. This guy, super underrated. I really hope that you have taken time to watch his highlights. Keelan Russell, we just saw him as well. Chuck McDonald out of California. So you go Texas, California. Jackson Lloyd already up there. Highly touted recruit that just committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. If you're just joining us, he just committed. 6'6", 280 pounds out of California. Okay, so look at these last 3 guys. Texas, California. Coach Kalen DeBoer retaining those ties. Turbo Rogers was at IMG. Now he's back in Montgomery in the state of Alabama. Turbo Rogers. Antonio Coleman flipped from Auburn to Alabama, right, down in L.A. Michael Carroll, well, I guess you see it there, right, is Jackson Lloyd is actually rated higher than Michael Carroll. And he's out of Pennsylvania. Jaden Harmon, right, he's out of Rome, Georgia. Ballers. Abdul Sanders, who is just in Tennessee for a visit. He's committed. He's coming back this coming weekend. Zamir Smith out of Maryland. You see what I'm saying? Like California, Georgia, Maryland. Luke Metz, who is just at Georgia, right, is from Georgia, committed to Alabama. This is one of my favorite guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm a wide receiver, though. So I think I'm partial to wide receivers. Latier Brooks out of New Jersey, Mal Waldrop, out of the home state of Alabama, big Mauler, part of that incredible team last year. And then you have Miles Johnson out of Alabama, London, Simmons out of Mississippi. Don't sleep on the 3 stars. And then, for the rankings, how they do special teams, like go by Cole's Kicking Academy. That's where you have, and Todd is saying that London is a consensus 4-star. So go by Cole's Kicking. They have like the special teams rankings. It's amazing, right? Latsier is a great slot. The guy Latsier Brooks caught like, what did he catch? Like 27 touchdowns last year, something like that. Really amazing. Hey, thumbs up if you are pumped up about this commitment in Jackson Lloyd committing to Alabama. All right, so with Jackson Lloyd in, and I have a video that I've also uploaded as well that you can watch. But I want to ask you this. With Jackson Lloyd in now, and we knew this, we knew that this was coming. Some of them are easier than others to predict, forecast, whatever you want to call it. Who do you think will be next to commit to Alabama? Do you think that this will happen sooner than later? 5 Adam, what's up, man? I appreciate you. JGJG is saying, do not estimate how huge the number 1 puncher is. 100%. I've been saying that all morning. Like, Alex Oshbrov, like the guy getting your special teams, your puncher. I thought he's number 1. Someone said he's number 3. I don't care. You just need somebody else from the back end because sooner or later James Burnip's going to leave, and I love James Burnip every single bit of it. Jarvis is saying a lot to be excited about with the future of Alabama football. Jamie Bird, thumbs up. So let me ask. Matthew Newton's already went over and watched your YouTube short. Love the energy. Yeah, I went over and cut the short, uploaded another video as well. So you can, check out Bama football on YouTube. Let me show you guys real quick how you guys can support me. Because I think sometimes when I say like the hyperlink, it might be confusing. So one of the ways that you can help me support the YouTube channel is to go over to the YouTube channel itself. And do you see this? Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. If you click videos, I think you can see it too. Do you see this hyperlink up here? If you're not a fan funder and you're just a subscriber, you can click this hyperlink right here, and you could, as low as $2.99, you can support me on Bama Football on YouTube. It's literally how I pay the bills. All right. So as you can see, I just got a video up. These are all the shorts, right? That I've been cooking up the shorts. These are the videos that I have published. This is a fun one to do, and then here are all the live shows as well. So this is what I do for a full-time basis. A lot of people are like, "Man, you do this for a full-time?" Yeah, that's how I pay the bills. And I got 2 kids, and I appreciate you guys supporting. So one more time, Jackson Lloyd committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And he already committed, J Sports Card. If you missed it, he's in. So huge. And I appreciate you guys being here for that breaking update. As you guys know, I'm here when the news is live. And if you ever want to catch up with me, just look for the notification in yellow. You'll see when the call-in line is up. Okay, before I go, all right, so Jackson Lloyd is in, okay? He's committed. Let me ask you guys. Hey, Chubbo, what's up? I appreciate you with the super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you in with the super chat. Can I ask you one thing before I go? And I want you to post this inside the comment box, okay? Even if it's a prospect we talked about far out. Rick Prentice, what's up? I see you. Henry, what's going on? Appreciate you being in here. Who do you think will be next to commit to Alabama? Who do you think will be next to commit to Alabama? I haven't had time. I'm going through my notes. I have like these different notepads, right, that I write on. These are this is how I conduct my shows. So like every morning before the shows, I write my notes. And here's this is another note I had too. This is an old note. These are old recruiting notes. But I don't know. Like even looking through my recruiting notes, I don't know. I don't know who's going to be next to commit to Alabama. I would love for it to be Naheem Oford, right? we got some good social media reactions, so maybe we'll do that next before we get out. But I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to figure out, you know, who would be next to commit to the Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm not sure. I'll show you some stuff just in 2 seconds. Got some good stuff. Don't go anywhere. Oh, that's interesting. On3 just reported an hour ago that Caleb Downs has been attending running back meetings. What is that about? Running backs? All right. Let me show you a couple social media reactions real quick, and then we'll get you guys out of here so you guys can go back and do your thing. Let's see this. 1 second. All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Norris, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Max isn't guessing anymore. Hugh is saying, "What's up, Hugh? I see you. I want us to get Michael DeBose. He'll be on campus this week." Robert is saying you can't on me. I'm kind of puzzled, honestly. I mean, Randall is saying Naheem Oford. I don't know if that. I mean, it would be okay, I could wait if it was June 28th until Deshaun Lee commits. He's a 5-star defensive back. That would be fine with me. But I don't know. I mean, I think that's why I'm interested to see. Okay, our friends at Touchdown Alabama, they also have a YouTube channel as well. They posted this from Keelan Russell, right, getting in some work in. We've seen a lot of video. He's just a poised quarterback. He's really good touch, and I get it. Sometimes when you throw on air, everyone looks good on air. But I don't know. I just like his mechanics. He's a lanky dude, right? He can drop back. He can spin it. He's good, man. All right, so a couple of social media reactions. You can read. Here's Rivals. That's a really nice graphic, by the way. This is Luke Metz. We showed this earlier with Duke Johnson. These guys pumped up, right? Oh, this is cool. So Brett Greenberg, this guy, look, Andrew Bone's the GOAT in terms of like recruiting. This guy's good for 24/7. Brett Greenberg. If I had like all the money in the world, I would hire him for recruiting. Look at this. This is your boy Jackson Lloyd right here, throwing down this monster dunk. Can you just see how athletic he is? See what I'm saying? Gets up and down the court, catches it, 1 bounce, nearly tears the rim down. Bone saying that these are nice graphics too. So yeah, that's just coming in. Those are kind of like the social media reactions. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Big time pickup today as Jackson Lloyd has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Watch all the videos, like, subscribe as news happens. We got you covered right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Another one is in. Coach Kalen DeBoer is cooking. You guys be good people, and we'll catch up.